Hello again, music fans. I am back here to do one of these showcasing my collection videos, and basically it's what I've been listening to lately. I've been doing a deep dive into my own vinyl collection, and just taking out some stuff that I haven't listened to in quite a long time. And most of these, except in fact all of these, could be called either classic rock, or radio-friendly rock. Album-oriented rock, whatever, you know what I mean when you see those bands. Okay, so most of these are from the 70s, 80s, and let's get started here with 70s soft rock giants Bread. We have here my Mexican present of the best of Bread, Lo Mejor de Bread, a single LP with all of their radio hits, of which they had quite a few, you know. In case you forgot about this band, Bread, they were really big in the 70s. In the soft rock genre. Here, in no particular order, now we go with Fleetwood Mac, Tango in the Night. A really good album. This one contains the huge hit Big Love, though unfortunately, this disc is warped. I got this one at a thrift store or a thrift store, and so that particular track skips, but that side, which is side two, or rather side one, is pretty much the perfect side. Big Love, Seven Wonders, Everywhere, Caroline, great song, Tango in the Night, the title track, and Mystified. Really a great side. The rest of the album, side two, Little Lies, another hit for them. You and I Part 2, When I See You Again. Really good listen here. From Fleetwood Mac, now we go with Canada's Bryan Adams here. This is Into the Night. I think this was his breakthrough album. Heat of the Night, Hearts on Fire, Native Song, Another Day. Great stuff. This one does not have those hits. Summer of '69. I think that was another album, or Cut Like a Knife. But it does have Heat of the Night, which is a great song. Okay. Blondie had, this is my own copy from back in the day. I do own this on CD as well, on remastered CD with some bonus tracks. This is my OG from way back when. Of course, this one contains the hit Heart of Glass. Love Blondie. POCO here. It says here on the hype sticker, which I included, it contains the hit single Crazy Love, if you've ever heard of that one. Okay, POCO was one of those, another soft rock band from the 70s, very much akin to the Eagles. And in fact, I believe that one of the members left POCO to join the Eagles. Okay, this one is Legend. Nice laid back rock here. Interesting cover with that horse. I've shown this one before. Queen Greatest Hits. I also have this on CD, though the CD version has more songs. This one has, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 14 songs. But all of them super mega hits. Another one, Bites the Dust, of course, Bohemian Rhapsody, Killer Queen, Crazy Little Thing Called Love, etc. You know the ones. And when I remember, this is my OG from back in the day. When I bought it, it came in a plastic bag that was not the shrimp wrap, but it was like a bag that it came in, a loose bag, transparent bag. Another greatest hits compilation, REO Speedwagon, the hits, and boy, are these hits indeed. I think I saw a video where they said that this is one of the best-selling rock albums of all time. Okay, like in the several millions. Roll with the changes, keep on loving you, that ain't love. I mean, just was those three mega hits. REO Speedwagon. A couple that are maybe a little cringy here. Starship. Okay, knee deep in the hoopla, which contains the hit. We built this. We built the city. Okay. You cannot get more 80s than this cover, or this back cover. Gray Slick right there, trying way too hard. Another one from Starship, which I believe was the next one from Knee Deep in the Hoopla. This one is No Protection. This one contains the hit. Nothing is going to stop us now. That's the hit here. Okay. No Protection from right there from Starship. STYX. STYX 2, which was this their second album? I don't know. Okay. But this is a fantastic album. Really, a really interesting listen. Okay. Little bits of prog in here also, aside from the, album-oriented rock sound or arena rock. Cool back cover. Interesting front cover. But a really good listen throughout this one. I was surprised when I revisited that one. Not as good, but still good here. A latter day album from STYX, which is Edge of the Century. Okay, pretty good. The production here is a bit dated. It does sound very, very 80s, even though this album is from the 90s, from 1990. Edge of the Century. And a fantastic live album. One that, is pretty much, many people cite as one of the best live albums of the 70s. This year is a SUPERTRAMP in Paris. This is a double LP set. Right here, this one is, well, I cannot remember the year, but of course I'm going to put all the titles and years down here. SUPERTRAMP Paris, all the hits, and the ones that are not hits are still really, really good. SUPERTRAMP Paris, a great live album. URIAH HEEP, Sweet Freedom. This one was in I remember I found this one, or rather, when I was a kid, we went to live in this house, which we were there only a few months, and the previous tenants of that house had left some LPs behind. This one among them, which is why it's all beat up. Though I do have this on CD, remastered CD, and in fact that's the one that I listened to, not this. But still, this is a classic album, Sweet Freedom by URIAH HEEP. It contains, of course, Dreamer, Stealin' there, and Sweet Freedom, the title track. The Sweet here, featuring Lil Willy and Blockbuster. In this particular album, I'm afraid that one of the sides is scratched. There's a very noticeable scratch along it. And this one I bought, one of the ones that I bought in a flea market, or a thrift store, because I myself take very good care of my records. They would never be scratched like that. But still, the other side sounds perfectly fine. The Sweet here. Another greatest hits compilations of great radio tracks. The Cars' greatest hits. Just what I needed. You might think, Drive, all the tracks that you love. Greatest hits by the Cars. Really cool album that I was surprised how much I liked it when I revisited it. Here is John Cougar Mellencamp, Scarecrow. The title track is really, really good. Scarecrow. Let's see. Small Town is the other hit here. Okay. rumble seat. Nice collection of very much Americana rock, which I really like. This one I believe is rare on vinyl, and I got this, also another one that I got at a thrift store, Series Hits Live. And even though the sleeve is intact and in perfect condition, and at first glance the vinyl is also in perfect condition, I'm afraid there's a lot of skipping going on in the vinyl. This is double LP sets, so several tracks here skip. So this is not, it's not unlistenable, you know, because a lot of the album does play well, but especially at the beginning of the vinyl, when you drop the needle, that's when it starts to skip. But here, you know, the hits that I like are the more up-tempo ones. The slower ones are I don't really care for, with the exception of course, In the Air Tonight, which is one of the ones that skips, unfortunately. And curious detail, you know, I live in Mexico, and this is a Mexican pressing. And back in the day, they used to translate the song tracks on the album sleeves, also on the cassettes, and for a short while on the CDs, you know, when they first came out. So there you have the tracks in Spanish, the song titles. John Denver, here, Back Home Again. The type of music that you would expect from John Denver. Includes Annie's Song, which was a big hit for him. This is a gatefold, so it is only a single LP. More Greatest Hits compilation, Best of the Doobies. This vinyl is a little scratchy, but not unlistenable. Okay, still plays pretty well. Great listen throughout. You know, the best of the Doobies. China Grove, Taking It to the Streets, Jesus Is Just All Right. You know, South City Midnight Lady. Great stuff from the Doobie Brothers. One of my own that I've had from back in the day here is Electric Light Orchestra Discovery, and I always love this album cover, as well as, you know, the back cover and the gatefold. I love it when album art kind of tells a story. You know, here he is being discovering the ELO disc, which is glowing. Somebody is watches him discover it, and then he is chased, you know, as he runs away with it. Great stuff. Love it. Of course, this one contains the super hit Last Train to London, but the entire album is really good. You know, Shine a Little Love, Confusion, The Diary of Horace Wimp. There you go. Of course, Last Train to London is the big hit here. Electric Light Orchestra, Discovery. Last but not least, we have the supergroup The Firm. Here with the first of, I believe they only had 2 albums. This was the first one, self-titled. Of course, the supergroup with Jimmy Page, Paul Rogers, Tony Franklin, and I forget the drummer's name, but I will put it down here. Okay, The Firm. Some pretty cool stuff here. Not as heavy rockin' as you might expect with Jimmy Page on board, but still a really good listen. The Firm. And as I understand, this is the better of the 2 albums. Okay. Well, that's it. Even though I am going to do a part 2 because I still have a lot more vinyl that I need to revisit. You know, doing a deep dive into my collection. But for now, these are the classic rock vinyls that I have been listening to, vinyl albums. Thank you very much for watching. Keep rocking.